What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shawn Gonzalez. Today we're going to look at the FEELWORLD F5 4K 5-inch monitor display. Let's check it out right now. FEELWORLD did not send me this. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is just my own opinion. This is my first time actually opening this box. I needed a monitor. I ordered one, and this one is the one I went with. So FEELWORLD F5, we're gonna read the box really quick. It's got histograms, peaking filter, false colors, exposure, pixel to pixel, check your fields, which is your red, blue, and green, 9 grid embedded audio, image freeze, zoom, image flip, and anamorphic, which is the main reason I got it. All right, so it's a 1920 by 1080 full HD resolution, 4K HDMI in and out. Then we have a DC out power for camera, a battery plate for 2 different batteries, and it weighs 142.5 grams. We're gonna open it up right now. I'm gonna show you guys what's inside when you grab one of these things, all the accessories that are included. Okay, so something fell out. This is the sunshade, it looks like. I'm gonna put that to the side. Okay, right here we have the monitor. I'm gonna put that over here. Some styrofoam. All right, we have some manuals. We have what's included package list. We're going over that right now. The user manual, 5-inch full HD on-camera monitor. Supports 4K HDMI in and out. I'll put that to the side. We also have a thank you card from FEELWORLD. Pretty cool, tech support. Then we have a piece of cardboard. Put that over there. All right, so this looks like the swivel magic arm that connects to your camera. Sorry for that noise, gonna get that out the way. Okay, so this is the swivel arm. Monitor goes on here, screws onto the side of it. And last but not least, the HDMI to micro HDMI. So we're gonna put that over here, put it somewhere out the way. All right, so that's everything included. The monitor. Wow, this thing's really nice. This is my first time opening up this box, show you guys. By the time I show you some of the features, I'll probably already have looked over the monitor and tested everything out. But right now, this is my first time seeing everything. It's really nice. It's very light. Where's my phone? It's not size comparison to the iPhone 6s Plus. It would be nice if my iPhone could monitor my video, but well, there is an app. It's called G Monitor. I have a link in the description. I did a review on it. It's not as good as what this is going to give you, but if you need something cheap on the go at that moment, go for the G Monitor app. But if you have the $159, I believe this cost, then go for it. The 5.5 was $169, a little bit more for the higher end models. Probably $10, $20 difference. But I just grabbed this because it's the smallest. It's gonna do what I need. It's got anamorphic de-squeeze, tack sharp focusing. But I just wanted to show you guys what comes in the box. So we have the monitor, we have the sunshade, the HDMI to HDMI micro. We have the swivel arm, and we have the manual and the tech support guide. That's all that comes in the box, package list. And I also have 2 spare batteries, which I'm going to be using with this thing. And I'm going to power it up and show you guys all the features it has. So let's get to that right now. So right now we have a little screw mount right here to attach this. On the back of the FEELWORLD monitor right here, we have the Sony battery hookup and the Canon battery hookup, which is, I actually don't have a Canon battery with me. I have a couple Sony batteries. I'll plug that in a second. We have the HDMI in and out on the sides. We have an audio for headphones, USB upgrade for your firmwares, your DC out, which is a 8.4 volt, DC in. Then up top, on top of the monitor, we have the power, up and down button, menu button, left and right to select, and a couple you can customize and set your monitor. For example, I want to shoot anamorphic, I'll hit this and the anamorphic option will pop right up instead of having to scroll through the whole menu and find it. So you get two buttons right here for that. Hopefully there's a couple more options on the inside of the operating system to set a couple more custom buttons. So we're gonna hook this up to the side of the monitor, which goes, okay, right here on the side. I had the 7-inch, oh wow. I had the 7-inch for about a year and it was just way too big, so this is perfect sizing. I was gonna actually go with the 5.5, but I was like, you know what? I know I'm gonna get the 5.5 and it's gonna be way too big. So I just went for the 5-inch. Let's tighten this up. It goes pretty tight. Okay. So most people will have it on top of their camera and facing up, so while they're holding their handle they can, you know, shoot whatever they're shooting, running gun style. All right, so we're gonna tighten this to how I like it. Not too tight. Okay, so that's basically how it's gonna look when you're holding your camera like that, so you can see the monitor. This is, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, it's a 1920 by 1080. Says it somewhere on here. Full HD resolution. So you're not gonna get 4K once you plug your 4K. I have a GH4. Once I plug the Panasonic into this, I'm just gonna get a 1080, 1920 by 1080 full HD resolution, which is perfect for getting, you know, that critical focus mark, because this small screen, you're not gonna tell the difference from 4K and 1080 because it's so compact and so tiny, you're gonna just see sharp image either way. So it's got a screen protector on here, FEELWORLD logo. Screen protector, I'm not gonna take that off, I'm just gonna leave it on there. I may take off this warm notice because these do tend to get a little warm. All right, so the sunshade. Again, sorry for that plastic noise. Okay, it's got a nice little Velcro. It's made out of plastic. We're just gonna attach that. It's supposed to be easy to just throw on there. Perfect. Really nice to block the sun. Then you can take it right off if you're not using it. Throw it in the box. What I do need to get is a carry case for this thing, so this way it doesn't get scuffed up or scratched or dented, mess up any of the pixels on the screen. So right now what I'm gonna do, which I should have did, is have my batteries handy. All right, so I got the battery, which is Neewer branded, Sony type of battery. Push this in, a little bit snug right there. All right, so I'm gonna power it on. I wanna see how long it takes to power on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 to 10 seconds, not too long to power on. As you can see in the top right hand corner, just displayed over here, HDMI in, which is 3840 by 2160 from the GH4. So I want to go over some of the menu options as fast as I can. I don't want to make this video too long. So right now I'm going to hit the menu button. And we're just going to go over some of the options that you have on this model display. So we have your picture mode, which is standard, mild, user. I'm pretty sure you can tweak that. Dynamic, standard. Okay, so we're going to leave it at user for this video. Brightness, it's at 50, goes up and down. I don't want to kill the battery exactly at this moment, so I'm going to leave it at 50. Contrast, saturation, you can adjust all of these, your sharpness, your color temperature, red, green, blue, and your tint. We're going to hit the menu button again, and then we're going to scroll over to the right. And then we have language, aspect ratio. We're going to see what that is. Okay, very nice. So you can change the aspect ratio to a couple different options, which is pretty cool. We'll leave it on auto for right now. Blue screen, not too sure what that is. We're gonna see what that is. Not doing anything. Okay, on-screen display transmission. I believe that's what OSD stands for. I may be wrong, so if you know what that means, leave a comment down below. The backlight, I don't want to adjust that. I'm going to leave it at 90. Power on, USB upgrade for upgrading the firmware, reset to factory settings, and the firmware on this one is version 1.25. All right, now every time you want to hit the menu button, every time you want to go back to the main menu, you hit the menu button and it takes you back to this screen and you can scroll over to the other options. So now we're on the magnifying glass. There's 9 grid, zoom, it goes all the way up to 16 times zoom, so you can get that critical sharp focus for your shots. Zoom mode, we're going to see what that is. Okay, so that doesn't zoom in too far. Comes in handy. Scan mode, left, right, zoom. Depending on what mode you're in, you can use some of these other options. They're grayed out right now, but that's because I have to adjust some of the settings in order to get to those. Sounds confusing, but it's really not. So we're gonna hit the menu button again. We're gonna go over to the right. Now we're on the tool icon. So we have center marker. We're gonna go down. Center marker off. Right here you see that little crosshair in the little middle part of the screen above the off. It's kind of thin, really thin. But you can turn that off and on. So we're gonna turn that back off. That's just so you can center in the middle of the screen. Safe frames. These black borders around the frame. You can adjust the sizes. We're gonna go down to 9 grid. So you know, for your rule of thirds, when you're trying to get your shot ready, we're gonna go down. Let me take this off. We're gonna go down to image freeze, image flip, where you can flip the image. We're gonna go back because I don't want to mess anything up. On-screen display flip. On, off. Did anything happen? All right, maybe I need to, all right, image flip. Now, oh man, very confusing. So I'm just not gonna mess with that. That is just in case I'm doing selfie mode and I need to flip the monitor around while not rotating it on the swivel arm. We have anamorphic mode. This is the main reason I got this monitor, so I can de-squeeze my footage while using anamorphic lenses. And we're gonna see it's got 1.3 times, 2 times, 2x magnification. All right, turn that off. And when you're on user mode, you can go down to another anamorphic mode, which is even better because lots of anamorphic lenses have different stretches. So this has, let's see, we're going to change the stretch on this. You can see it squeezes and unsqueezes all the way down. Really wide. So lots of options for anamorphic shooters out there. We're going to go down. Wait, let's turn anamorphic off really quick. There we go. We're going to go down. Check field. Not too sure what that is. You have your histograms right there in the bottom right hand corner. We're going to turn it off. Go down. You can check your false colors, which comes in handy. You have your focus assistant, where you can get all those green lines to show what's in focus and what's not. You can change the color by doing that. Turn it back to green, go back up and turn that off. I'm kind of used to the menu because I had the F7. Similar menu, small differences, couple things added, couple things gone. Peaking color, green, overexposure. It's not showing anything right now. Exposure levels, your audio. So you can monitor your audio, which is really nice because this has a headphone jack so you can monitor your audio. All right, we're going to turn that off. We're going to go down. Ratio marker. Another plus if you want to frame your shot for cropping anamorphic mode. If you're not using an anamorphic lens, for me, I would be using the Vid-Atlantic Cinemorph filter to give it that anamorphic look for lower budget shoots. It'll give that anamorphic look. This is just safe frame, so I know what I'm going to be shooting. All right, what did I do? Okay, so let's go back up and turn this off. I'm going to go back down. So the mark color, I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to leave it black. Mark width. Okay, not sure what that is either. Modified mark. Okay, nothing showing for that. I'll get back to that later on down the line when I mess with this a little further. So we're going to go back to the main menu. Go over to the last. Oh, the last one is the custom function. So I'm going to set this to anamorphic probably, and maybe focus peaking. This way, as soon as I turn this on, all I have to do is hit the buttons up top, because you have 2 custom button functions, and then it'll automatically take you to that screen and turn it on. So that basically sums up the functions for right now, unless there's a firmware update later on down the line and new stuff will be added. These buttons up top are a little weird, the left and right, up and down. It would have made more sense if they were both on one side. This way you don't have to keep going back and forth, and you just stay on one side of the monitor to see what you're doing. That's basically it. So hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll put a link down in the description if you guys want to order one of these things. Again, it was like $159. You still need, it does not come with a battery, so I had 2 of these laying around from the previous monitor I had. And it comes with an HDMI cable and a sunshade. You're good to go, actually. All you need is that battery and a charger, and you're gonna be able to use this thing. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the support. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, drop a comment down below, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.